Morning, YouTube. How you guys doing today? It is me again, your favorite Texas trucker. I am in New York, about an hour away from Weedsport. I'll be dropping this load in Weedsport today, and then I'll be headed to pick up my next load, which will be returning to Richfield, Wisconsin. There may be a little bit of wind noise in the microphone. I apologize for that. I left out this morning. Got down to 50 degrees last night, and I left the vents on the side of the truck open so I didn't have to idle, and had probably one of the best nights of sleep I've had yet. But when I rolled out this morning, I forgot to shut one of them, so the wind is rolling through, and I've contemplated pulling over and shutting it to stop that wind noise because it's getting on my nerves. But I'm only an hour away, so I'm just going to keep rolling with it, and I'll shut it when I get to Weedsport. So just try to tune it out. Again, I apologize for it. Hopefully this won't be too long of a video anyway. I'm always thinking of ways to make my job a little bit easier, and I think I've come up with something that I'm going to try, and I wanted to suggest it to some of you guys, especially you new guys. Wish I'd thought about it months ago. I haven't started doing it yet, but I'm going to explain to you what I'm going to do and why. Alright, Millis is kind of restricted to, if you were to take a ruler and draw a line from the easternmost part of Iowa all the way down to from the westernmost point of Iowa all the way down to about the westernmost point of Texas. That's about the area that we're going to cover. Now, every now and again we get some odd load that goes out to California, or somebody just posted a picture of a Millis truck in Las Vegas. So, we do get out there every now and again, but it's not very often. Most of the time, if you follow that line all the way to the east, that's pretty much the area that we're going to run. And we have a lot of deliveries in that area. When I first started running, of course, I was under the same impression that a lot of people are, and that's that pretty much all Millis carries is beer. We do carry a lot of beer, but we carry a lot of other stuff also. I don't know if it's recent expansions or whatever the case may be, but just about every week I'm getting a load going someplace I've never been before, and when you get all these different places that you deliver to, a lot of them are pretty straightforward. There's nothing special about them, it's easy in, easy out, but you have so many different places that you go to, a lot of times you'll forget. Somebody will say, hey, go to Genco and pick up this load, and you're thinking Genco, man, I know I've been there before, but I can't remember anything about it. I remember the name, but I don't remember anything about it. And some of these places, like SCA and Barton Mill, Cherokee, Alabama, we've been there so many times. I've been there so many times that I've pretty much got that place nailed. But there's so many places that we go to, it's hard to remember all of them. So what I'm going to do, and what I would suggest that you guys do, and the earlier you start doing it, I think the better off you'll be, is get a notebook, like one of those composition books, and start writing information down about the places that you go. All right, you got plenty of time to do it. If it's a drop and hook, it don't take but a couple of minutes. If it's a live unload or a live load, then you've got more than enough time. But get you a composition book, and then start recording information about the places that you go to. Start with the physical information, the street address. There's been 2 places that I've been dispatched to in the last month that have P.O. boxes. You can't deliver to a damn P.O. box. It's one of the most idiotic things I think I've seen on dispatch. It's not dispatch's fault. They just send you the information the customer service gives them. But every place has a physical address, and there's no excuse for giving us a dispatch to a P.O. box. doesn't make sense. So one of those places, you know, is in Westfield, Massachusetts, and the name of the street was like, the address was 46 Broadway or Broad Street or something like that. Broad Street, I think. Anyway, the address on the dispatch was a P.O. box. So what you want to do is you want to record the dispatched information. So you record it as a P.O. box because that's how you're getting dispatched on it. All right, and then you want to record the physical address. So underneath that, you would write physical address and then write the physical address on there. If there's anything special about the location, then you need to you want to note that. So, you know, this place in Westfield, Massachusetts that I went to, the GPS shows that the road going to it is a truck restricted route, and it tries to route you down these side roads that there's no possible way that you can get a truck down. The thing about it is the truck restricted route part of it is old information that the GPS hasn't updated. They used to have a bridge in there that was really low. The bridge isn't there anymore, so you know it's not a truck restricted route any longer. You can just drive straight through. You want to record that on your information, so the next time that you go route, you know to ignore that part of your GPS. Also, it's got truck parking in the back of it, so if you're running low on time, you know they'll let you park there overnight. That's something else that you want to record. Another thing that you want to record is that there's a grocery store right around the corner, like a strip mall. It's got a grocery store and a couple, places to eat at. So you want to record that also because that's information that you can use to restock your truck later. So you record that little bit of information on there about the place that you're going to, and then you're good to go. Same thing with SCA Barton Mill. Barton Mill, they've got a drop lot up on the top of the hill right when you come in there, and you can overnight there. So you want to know places that you have overnight parking. If there's places that have truck restricted routes near it that they will ticket you for, and there's several places like that, then you need to record that information. Now then, let's say that you don't go to that place for a year, and you've forgotten all about it. And then all of a sudden you get dispatched on it again, and you know the name sounds familiar, but you don't remember any information about it. Well, you go back into your notebook, you flip through it, you find that information. You've got everything that you need. It's just a suggestion. It's something that I'm personally going to do. I haven't done it yet. There's been several times when I've been dispatched somewhere, and then I haven't gone back in 3 or 4 months, and when I get redispatched on it, I'm like, man, I know I've been here before. I know that I recognize the name, but I can't remember anything about it. There's 1 or 2 places that I've been to that the addresses did not show up on the GPS for whatever reason, because it was an odd address, and either I saved it in the GPS or, it was before I started saving addresses into the GPS. So, if I'd had those notes, I could look at that and I could be like, does not register with GPS, saved location under such and such name, or if you didn't save the location, you put the nearest cross street, to the location on there so that you can locate it on the GPS again later. That's things that'll help you out. So, it's just a suggestion. A lot of you older truck drivers, that pretty much have all the streets and roads in every city and town in America memorized. This is something that's not going to really help you much. But for a lot of you guys that are just starting out and just getting to driving, and you don't know all these roads like me, information like that, it can really help you out. It can be the difference, between being able to find a location again without any problems and spending hours mapping out a route again. Another thing that you can do on those locations is if there's, specific routes that you took, that may not be as obvious as a lot of the places that we go, then mark those directions down. Qualcomm instructions on how to get to a specific location. Copy those into your book, under that information, so that you don't have to pull that stuff up again, and you've got it in writing that you can refer to while you're driving if you have to. Alright, anyway, that's just the suggestion that I have for today. I guess we call it a driver's tip. I haven't started doing it yet, but I am going to start doing it. Probably going to wait till the next time that I come out so I can get a composition notebook or two. But meanwhile, I hope something that I've said helps y'all out. Feel free to comment, let me know what you think, or add to the idea. It's just a thought from me to you. Peace out.